buses carry and unload some of our most precious cargo, our children.
Under Idaho code, drivers can face a misdemeanor and big fines if they don't stop for a school bus that has its stop sign out. Tristan Lewis tells us why following this law is bigger than just a traffic ticket. Tristan?
Brian, Durham School Services and the Ada County School Bus Service says last year school bus drivers reported more than 500 violations. An Eastern Idaho Sheriff's deputy says just besides that being against the law, not stopping for a school bus can also be dangerous and deadly. As students head back to school, you're going to see a lot more yellow buses on our roads.
There is one reason for a school bus to be on the road, and that is to transport children.
So when drivers on both sides of the road see those buses pulled over with this sign raised and red lights flashing, remember to stop. For Daniel Sperry, the message is even more pressing.
In 2011, worst nightmare scenario came true. My daughter, Michaela, was getting off of a school bus right in front of our house and was hit and killed.
The Eastern Idaho Sheriff's deputy says his 11-year-old daughter did everything she was supposed to. She walked in front of the bus and waited for the bus driver to tell her when it was clear to cross the street.
It obviously wasn't clear. There was a vehicle barreling down on her, and she was about 18 inches from the fog line when she was struck and killed. Died immediately.
Sperry was the first responder on scene, performing CPR on his own daughter. He even had to talk to the man who hit and killed her.
It was a nightmare for our family.
Over the last 10 years, Sperry's turned his nightmare into a lesson for others.
I've trained more than 10,000 bus drivers throughout the U.S. and Canada.
He also works with school districts around the region to help plan safer routes so children don't have to cross the street.
98% of the vehicles that pass a school bus are going to pass on the left side of the school bus.
He even testified in front of the Idaho legislature to ask lawmakers to increase the fine for drivers who do not stop when a bus signals its stop sign. They listened.
A specific portion of these fines go into a fund that school districts can then put in for grant money for equipment for the buses.
Sperry says while nothing could ever bring back his daughter,
she would be 22 right now. Who knows where she would be, graduating college, who knows doing what.
He can make sure no other family has to experience this hurt.
No parent should have to bury their child. And if I can get somebody else's child home safe and alive so that they can hug them, then Michaela's legacy lives on.